Hello, and welcome to today's Focus on the Test mini lesson. Welcome to all of our subscribers, and thank you very much for joining us. Also to our students, continue the excellent progress that you're making, and remember that your labor is not in vain. It will pay off in the end. If you're an adult seeking to earn your high school credential, be sure to check out our website at www.yourpathforadultlearners.com, where you can learn more about our online GED and Hiset program. So now on to our lesson for the day. Hello, Your Path, and welcome to today's mini lesson. So on today's lesson, we're going to discuss a math word problem that will require you to change your percentage into a decimal. So you want to make sure that you pay very close attention and be sure to take notes during the lesson. Here's what a test item may look like. Brandon spent $250 on groceries. Based on the chart above, how much did he spend on fruit? And here you have your 5 options. You have option A, 55, option B, 65, option C, 75, option D, 105, and option E, 125. Are you looking for a convenient way to study for your GED and Hiset exam and earn your high school equivalency diploma? Well, we offer free online GED and Hiset preparation courses to get you prepared. Visit our website at www.yourpathforadultlearners.com and get on your path towards success today. So now, in order to answer this particular question, the first thing that you want to do is you want to make sure that you familiarize yourself with the chart. And as we see, this is Brandon's groceries. We can look at the chart and we can see that his groceries, according to these products here, are distributed per percentage accordingly. So here we have fruit at 30% because fruit is indicated by blue. Then we have protein, which is indicated by green at 23%. We have vegetables indicated by a lighter yellow at 18%, dairy at 15%, a golden yellow, grain at 9%, and then we have other at 5%, which is indicated by gray. And all of these percentages actually adds up to 100%. So now that we have familiarized ourselves with the chart, the next thing that we need to do is we need to revisit our question. And once again, the question states, Brandon spent $250 on groceries. Based on the chart above, so we're going to use this information here in the chart to determine how much did he spend on fruit. So we want to identify the information that we have available to us in our question. We know that Brandon spent a total of $250 on groceries altogether. And this question is actually asking us to determine how much he spent on fruit. So we need to be concerned with the percentage spent on fruit in this particular chart here, because that's what the question is asking us to do. So we want to take note of that. And when we come to the chart, we know that Brandon spent 30% on fruit. So we can write that. We know that the fruit equals 30%. So this is going to be 30% of the actual total amount that Brandon spent on groceries, which we know is $250. So now we're ready to calculate. So here we have $250, and we know that 30% of that was actually spent on fruit. So now what we need to do is we need to turn this percentage into decimal. And we're going to multiply 250 times 0.30 because we're going to move our decimal point 2 places forward, which will give us 0.30, and we're going to bring down our 250. So now we can actually use the calculator here. And we know we have 250, and if we multiply that times 0.30, that gives us 75. So we know that $75 was actually spent on fruit. So now we can come over here to our options, and we see that option C in this case would be the correct choice, thereby eliminating our other 4 options. We would like to take this opportunity to thank our tutors for providing both our individual and group tutoring sessions. Thank you to Mr. Pablo, who teaches our group tutoring sessions on Tuesdays and Thursdays. He teaches literacy from 1 to 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and mathematics from 1 to 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Thursdays. Thank you to Mr. Allison, who teaches our science group session on Fridays from 2 to 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And thank you to Mr. Farrow, who teaches our mathematics on Saturday from 6 to 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Our students are encouraged to make sure that you participate in both our group tutoring sessions as well as our individual tutoring sessions to make sure that you are prepared to successfully pass your GED and Hiset exam. Thank you very much to our tutors. We appreciate your service.
There's the periodic table, right? And these have like some random like letters, right? Which like stand for chemicals or elements. Does that make sense? And so like I guess like in this diagram we have like, if you zoom a little bit, C stands for carbon, H stands for hydrogen, N stands for nitrogen, O stands for oxygen. And so like these elements are like basically what everything is made out of. So like, for example, water is H2O, so that means it has 2 hydrogens and an oxygen bound together. And so if we look at like a diagram for oxygen.
Now I want to shift our attention to grammar questions. So I do have your homework assignment that you completed, and you did do a pretty good job. I know we kind of talked about subject-verb agreement maybe a couple weeks ago, and I think you learned a lot because you are doing a lot better. And also, this lesson specifically was about inverted sentences, which is usually more of a challenging subject-verb agreement topic. Nevertheless, you did pretty good. You're correct. So the monthly budget into the clothing, so the budget is $1,550. And then the percentage is 5%. So like we said, in order to use the number, the value of the percentage in a word problem or any problem, first we have to convert it to decimal form. So we do that by moving the decimal point 2 times to the left. So this would be 0.05. And then we multiply 1,550 by 0.05. It's correct. Nice job.
The hot water is the solvent. The ice is the solute. So if you, just so you know what those words mean. Number 2, substance A is dissolvable and solvent A, while substance B is not. Can anybody guess what the answer would be to this then? Which of the hypotheses? What would be most likely to be true?
We would like to take this opportunity to acknowledge our students. Congratulations to Ms. Lisa on passing your official GED science test this week. Congratulations to Ms. Kaya on demonstrating test readiness and language arts. Congratulations to Ms. Candace on demonstrating test readiness in RLA. Congratulations to Ms. Carolyn on advancing from your pre-Hiset to your Hiset math. Congratulations to Ms. Clementine on demonstrating strong scores in math and reading content areas to include test readiness in RLA. Congratulations to Mrs. Billy on demonstrating test readiness in social studies and writing. And welcome to our new students, Ms. Cynthia and Ms. Tamara. We are glad to have you and look forward to your success in our program. Remember, every day you get closer to your goal, which makes your goal closer than you can even imagine. So now, if you are not familiar with how to change your percentage into a decimal by moving it two places over, if you recall in school, if you were to take 30% and you divide that by 100%, you will actually convert it into your decimal, which is 0.30, what we have here. Another thing is that we can actually check for our answer to make sure that we came up with the correct answer. So we know that if the fruit constitutes 30% of the budget, which we have here, then the remaining of this, which is all of this here, would be 70%, because remember, all of this has to add up to 100%. So now if we were to write 0.70 here, because remember, we have to change that 70% into a decimal, and we were to multiply this, multiply 250 times 0.70. Let's do that with the calculator. So we have 250 times 0.70. That gives us $175. So we can write that here. And if we were to add 175 plus our $75, we're actually going to end up with our $250, which is our total budget. So then we know that 30% of 250 is actually $75, as we calculated previously. We would like to take this opportunity to celebrate our June birthdays. Happy birthday to Miss Sierra and Mrs. Bess. We wish you a happy birthday and a wish-fulfilled year. Are you looking to support a worthy cause? Well, here's how you can help support your path's vision and mission. Our I Still Have a Dream raffle drawing is coming soon, so stay tuned for more details on how you can participate. Remember, your path is a 501c3 organization. Therefore, all donations are tax deductible. So now, what are some of the takeaways from this particular lesson here? Some of the takeaways are that you want to feel comfortable with percentages and being able to convert a percentage into its decimal form, such as what we've done here. So either you know to move your decimal two places over, or you want to divide that percentage by 100 so that you'll get your decimal form. Another thing is that you want to feel comfortable with reading charts. Here we had our key, and you want to be able to apply your key to your pie chart so that you're able to extract the necessary information from your pie chart to answer your question correctly. Now, our students can go to our course, Interpreting Data from Charts, Tables, Graphs, and Maps, and get more practice with working with these sources of data. Congratulations to Mrs. Billy, who actually completed all of her coursework this week. Also, you want to make sure that you are clear about what it is the question is asking you to do, so you should always reread your question. And we talked about this test-taking strategy in a few of our other videos. It is also applicable here, especially when you're working with word problems. So our students can actually go to our course, The Art of Solving Word Problems, and get more practice on solving word problems and familiarizing yourself with the various types of word problems that exist. And then lastly, you want to make sure that you do revisit your options, even though in this case you actually had to know how to solve the problem to derive at the correct answer. But you still want to make sure what options you have available to you so that you will select the correct choice. So now these are some of the takeaways that you want to keep in mind when solving these sorts of problems. So good luck testing. Thank you very much for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, share, and hit the notification button down below so that you're notified on our new releases. Also, join us on our other social media platforms such as Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.